guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I made a video a little while back. It's not been that long ago on Indian fry bread. And I was not sure because it was an experiment for me. I'd never made it before. And Aaron at Up into Aaron Outdoors told me that I was working too hard on it, basically, because, you know, I was following the recipe I had, but that wasn't the way he made it. And Aaron is Native American, y'all, so he knows what he's talking about. He's been making fry bread for most of his life, and he was raised eating fry bread that his mother, grandmother, and others had fixed. So what he did is on April the 1st, Monday, he had a live that Monday night on April the 1st, and he showed me how to make Indian fry bread his way. And he did it on a live stream, you know, while he was live streaming. And they looked so good, so much simpler and easier than what I was going through to make them.
Folks, that man is fast.
Yeah. And so I have everything here, and I'm going to show you what he showed me. And I'm hoping, Aaron, I do you justice on this, because this will be my fifth, you know, somewhere about fourth or fifth time or so making them, because I've made them several times. I made them right after he showed me that night.
And we showed him the results.
And we showed him the results, and they were really good. Then I made them again, and those were even better than the first ones I made. And then I made some last night, and oh my gosh, those were better than the first two I made. So I decided I'm going to make a video on Aaron's Indian fry bread, and to see what I've learned, y'all. And very simple on what you're going to need. You need self-rising flour. 2 cups of self-rising flour. 2 cups self-rising flour. You need baking powder. You can any brand. It doesn't matter what brand. And he was even showing he uses Clover Valley flour. I use Sarah Evans flour, which is from Save-A-Lot. I use Baker's Choice baking powder, which is from Save-A-Lot. Use what you have. You don't have to use a special brand, y'all. And 1 cup of water. Okay, so you have 2 cups of self-rising flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 cup of water. That's what it takes. The butter is here to put on them when they come out of the oil. You also need a skillet with either some vegetable oil or peanut oil in it. Aaron uses peanut oil. I use vegetable oil. I already have it on to heat up while I mix this together. Okay. And this blew my mind how easy these are. And basically what I'm doing with this right here, I'm just making sure I got 2 cups. I got 1 cup there. And you might need a little extra flour for dusting, because I'll explain as I go if I add extra flour. Because sometimes, depending on the humidity, the dough could be a little wet, or it might even be a little dry, so you might need a little extra water. It just depends on the flour, the humidity, and the
weather does affect cooking.
Yeah. Right, so that's 2 cups of flour right there, self-rising flour. Okay. And I'm adding a half a teaspoon, yes, Aaron, I measured mine, half a teaspoon baking powder, and I do that simply to make sure I get it right.
Don't worry, Aaron, given time, she'll be just like you with it, because she's like that.
Now, Aaron uses a wooden spoon to mix his together. Aaron, I was taught from a young age, I use my fingers. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing in and making sure I have my flour and my baking powder mixed together. I'm taking my 1 cup of warm water. It does not have to be warm. It can be cold. It can be milk. It doesn't have to be water. But Aaron showed me with warm water, so that's how I'm making it, and that's how they turn out good for me. So mix it in. And give Piggy that.
Gimme.
I don't think Piggy's ever been in here while I've mixed it up and made it. He just comes in for the finished product, y'all.
When I get to smelling it in there, I know it's time for me to come in here.
But I was totally amazed at how simple this was. because as Aaron said, you don't have to worry about letting it sit and rest for 30 minutes, because as you're working with it to cook it, it's going to sit and rest. Okay, you see that's slightly wet, so it might have been slightly over a cup, or it might have been slightly less than 2 cups. So I just grab a little.
Might be the
humidity
in the air, because you talked about the chlorine and smelling the chlorine in the water. It's even worse just then when I did it.
Yeah. So I add a little bit of flour to it. I'll put it around the sides so I can. And that's the thing, when you're making any kind of bread, biscuits or anything like that, sometimes you may have to add a little bit of flour. Sometimes you may have to add a little water or liquid.
Folks, I'd love to have a place that had a real good well on it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Untampered with water.
And another thing Aaron told me about this is you want to make sure that your oil is really hot when you start cooking these, because you're not going to cook them very long. You don't want to cook them for a long time, because the longer they cook, the harder they get. And you want them to be very soft. And yeah, for some reason, it has to be the weather, and it could be the fact that I just opened this pack of flour too, so it's still maybe not be like it should be.
Well, the flour should be like it should be, whether it's open or closed.
Well, it's all compacted, so you're not getting the full cup. Loosen it up a little bit, you get the cup of it. Okay. Here we go. You see, I'm just rolling around trying to get everything. Because I haven't had this problem the last few times I made them. And I had a feeling once I opened anything of flour, I might have some problems. I always do. I usually always have to add extra flour when I open a new bag. But that's something, I'm going to cut this down a little bit, because that's getting a little too hot. And I don't want to burn my oil. I will turn it back up right before I get ready to start cooking. Once I make sure my dough is at the way I want it. Okay, here we go, we're getting there. Piggy went and got my new thermometer. He's going to check the temperature for me.
Well, I'm going to let you check it.
I can't, Piggy, because I got dough all over my hands.
I got to put a battery in it anyway. They even supplied a little screwdriver for it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we hadn't even opened that. I got it mailed the other day when I ordered it. Okay. All right, Aaron, this is my soft dough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Piggy to pause that for just a minute while I go wash my hands so I can get started on what I need to do. Got my hands clean. Now I'm going to flour. Put a little extra flour on my hand here in my bowl. And Aaron said he needs his with his finger, with his knuckles, because you are supposed to knead the dough a little bit. Well, I'm going to knead it down and flip it over. Now, I'm doing mine a little bit different than he does his. I am going to put a little bit extra flour in there, like I said. We knead it. Down. Oops. And like I said, it doesn't take very long at all to do this. It's just, it seems like it does because of what you're going through. Charlie, nobody needs your 2 cents worth. No, they don't. Okay. I'm going to make sure my temperature's back up to where I want it. Power level is back up to where I want it. And then, I found out last night, y'all, I had to flour my hands quite a bit. But basically just want to pinch off a piece of dough, tape, and you flatten it out. You don't have to roll it out. You don't got to press it out. You flatten it out just with your fingers. And I don't get mine in no circle, I can tell you that right now.
What temp is it supposed to be?
I got it set for 300, so it should probably a little over 300, right around 300. I know it's hot, but there's no specific temperature. You just want your oil hot enough to fry the bread when you put it in there. You don't want it sitting in there very long. Oh yeah, that's nice and frying. Go ahead and flour my hand again, y'all, so I can pinch off another bite of dough. And I didn't tell you, but I do have a pan here. I've got a rack with some paper towels under it to catch the grease. To put this in when it gets done. And the butter is to spread on the fry bread when it comes out of the oil. Okay. Like I said, some of these little things I've adapted for myself after watching Aaron do his, because I do what works for me. But in the end, as long as it's got a good product, doing the basic recipe, and I have to say, Aaron, thank you so much for showing me this. Okay, now put that one in. And this one right here should be about ready to turn. Yes. Light, you want it light golden. You do not want it a dark gold brown. You want it light gold. Because the darker the outside of the bread, the harder it is. These light gold ones, man, they're soft, they're good. They are totally amazing flavored. Okay. Now I can usually fit about 3 on the size I make in my skillet. Depending on what size skillet you make, how big you make your fry breads, you might get them at, you might get 2, you might get 3. Now this is what I figured out last night.
Yeah. It's up there.
Yeah. As soon as I get the one in.
It's at 370.
Oh yeah, okay. Get the one in, I take this, and y'all, I don't cut it off and put it on there. I just smear it on there. Because I can't have a lot of butter because it hurts my stomach. But I can have a little bit of butter. Alright, so now we're ready to flip this one. Move that one around. And get started on our next one.
Yeah.
And by the time I get this one right here made and put in there, that first, that over there will be ready to come out. That'll be ready to flip. But, I mean, you'll have to figure out what works for you. That's all I can tell you. You'll have to figure out what works for you. Get that one in there. Take this one out. Drain it real good right there. Put it right there. Flip this one. Put some butter on it. And if you see what I'm doing here, this is how we make the fry bread. This is what I saw Aaron do, but he put butter pats. He actually put butter pats on his instead of that butter, like I'm doing it. So whatever works. And you can eat it with sausage and gravy. You can eat it with bacon. You can eat it with jelly or jam.
That's what he was saying. You can eat it with about anything.
Yeah, you can eat it with cinnamon sugar, which is what Piggy and I did.
I can't wait for a morning where we can do it like he did with sausage, gravy, and eggs.
Yeah. Okay, got that one in. This one's ready to come out. Okay, what I'm going to do is, this is what I've been doing mine, y'all. I like this rack because I can take it and put it on the edge. I can do that. Lift this one. Oh, not this one. This one. I got to remember where I'm at, y'all. I got to remember which one to flip and which one not to flip. That one gets flipped. This one gets buttered. I have a way I'm doing them, and it seems to work for me. Okay, got the butter.
Got the butter.
Got the butter. Took off a piece of dough. I mean, I don't know how long it takes to fix these. I never really timed it.
Well, on this round, you're working on 6.5 minutes. Okay. Since you started from washing your hands.
Okay. Okay, take this one out. Set this one up. Y'all, if I can set it up, flip this one over. Like I said, y'all, I got me a little system going here. Now, cover this one right here with butter.
Yeah.
And choke me off another piece of little dough. I've still got a little flour in my pan, y'all, that helps me to keep it from sticking to my hands. Y'all, we never get too old to learn something new. Never get too old to learn something new. And you can always experiment in the kitchen. And like I said last night in a live I was in, this is Saturday night after my live. Piggy and I were in Heavenly Hills Homestead's live Friday night, and I made the comment, you never, if you're not having fun in the kitchen, there's something wrong. When you're cooking, it should not be a chore. It should be something you love to do, something you're having fun doing.
Yep.
You know, it should not be something that you are miserable at and feel miserable doing.
I have fun with it. I know I get to eat.
Mm-hmm. All right, got the butter on that one. And
So I'll help with things. I don't cook per se, but I'll help.
Piggy will help me by heating stuff up when I don't feel like it. And y'all, that makes a big difference when you have somebody that's willing to help you in the kitchen too. And a comment I made today in Jamie's Country Living's live, in fact, they were talking about washing dishes, and I don't do dishes. I've got a Piggy to do dishes for me.
Go home.
So I'm
Show
blessed.
up.
I am truly blessed. All right, so we got number 3 going in. This one's coming out.
That's number 8, ain't it?
I don't know what number it is. I'm just saying for me it's 1, 2, 3. I have a system. 1, 2, and then 1 to go in. And as they come out, I will put butter on them. And then stack the other one up. And what I'll do is just going to stack that up there. And then I'll get the third one to go in the fryer. 1, 2, 3.
5 there, that's 6, 7, 8.
This one makes 9.
That'll make 9.
I'll probably have somewhere between 10 or 11 and 12. I've got enough dough to do probably 2 or 3
She
more.
won't have any after it's said and done.
I made 13 last night and they were all gone. Alright. This one coming out. That one getting set up. That one getting flipped over. That one getting moved around. And this one has just come out, of course, is getting the butter.
Butter, butter.
Alright. A little flour on that right there. I'll go ahead and pop both. Yep. We'll get about 12 of these, y'all. I'll probably have a couple small ones, but that's fine too. The small ones are just as good, if not better, than the big ones.
Don't say to me each time.
Piggy likes them either way. Again, Aaron said, don't cook them too long. Make sure they're golden brown, nice light golden, not dark golden. There we go, got that one going in. This one coming out. Oops, flip it over.
Yeah, it don't take long.
It don't take long at all. You're just cooking the dough. Oops. I keep forgetting to flip the one up, y'all. But that's okay. I'll get it. But I'm more interested in putting butter on the one that just come out. Okay. These right here are going to be small ones, so. Got that. Set it up. Flip this over, let it finish cooking. Move that one around. And y'all can see, y'all, this has not taken long at all. I was amazed at how quickly it can be done.
I think if you had a big vat, and you'd get a lot of them in there at one time. Probably have to pre-make them and then put them in.
This right here, I've got a little system going. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Last little one. Put it in there.
And this will probably be how she does it from here on.
That and that. This one right here, get butter all over that. Y'all, we gotta have the butters.
Of course.
Piggy loves the butter. I loves the butter.
Butter good stuff.
Butter's good stuff. All right, Piggy, I'll give you this.
Give me that.
Piggy been sitting over patiently waiting on dirty dishes, y'all. He ain't had none of mine.
Well, I got a couple over here, but it wasn't worth my while.
That wasn't worth the while.
Right? Now I got something that's worth my while.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to shelf that out.
Okay. Let that sit for just a second. Okay. Oh yeah. Push that over and let it finish cooking. Get butter on this one. And while that is cooking, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back, folks. I ain't leaving you. I'll be right back. Promise. I'm still here. I'm just washing my hands.
Washy, washy. It ain't no mahi.
Gotta get to that a while.
Scrub it, scrub it, scrub it.
Yep, scrub it. Making sure we get our hands clean. Okay. Time I get back, I'll be ready to come out. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's ready to come out.
Yeah.
Turn the stove off. Butter this one right here down real good. Okie dokie. And that's how quick and simple it was to fix these Indian fry bread versus the ones that I made before. So these are Aaron's Indian fry bread. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little break here, have Piggy pause, so that I can get this out of my way so we can taste test these and make sure they taste good. And get us a picator. Gotta have a picator, y'all.
Yeah, that.
Put that right there. Alright.
I need to go ahead and solve that problem right here, right now.
So if you can go ahead and get this out.
That come off on me.
Well, pause it, and that way you can go ahead and fix that.
I got it. It ain't all the way off.
Alright.
Fix that later.
So what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm just going to stack these now so we can get a nice texture out of them. And Piggy gets the choice tonight if he wants cinnamon sugar or if he wants jams or jellies or...
I'll worry about you later.
You want jam, jelly, or how do you want
I'm going to have some of each.
Well, you can put that back in your refrigerator.
Why,
You don't want the new jelly? Or new jam? Miss Lisa's jam? Put them both out. We'll try it. We'll try it all with it. Alright, need a spoon? Yeah? That's what's left of Miss Lisa's watermelon jam that she sent. Piggy went to town on it.
I did.
Okay. And if you'll grab me a picator, Piggy, we'll start eating.
Might want to break one open and show how easy it is, and I can get a picator with one broke open and the rest of them.
Okay. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside there.
Oh,
Looks good.
all right.
Got it?
I got it. You know I got it.
I'm going for jam tonight instead of the cinnamon sugar. A tip for the cinnamon sugar, though, if you want cinnamon and sugar on them, make it some cinnamon sugar blend, however you want to make it, and get you a bowl with a lid. It can be a small bowl with a lid, and put you some of these in there and sprinkle your cinnamon sugar on top, close the lid down, and shake them around to get that cinnamon sugar all over them.
Yeah.
They are good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece right here and my little spoon right here. Get some of this Pina Guava habanero jam with it. Make sure I have a bite full of it, y'all. There.
Uh-huh.
That's so good. So good. Aaron, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I just hope I did justice to them.
I know they taste good.
Oh man, they do. So amazing. Great flavors. And you, like I said, you can eat them with whatever you want to eat them with. So, I thank you for watching. I hope you learned something about the fry bread. I hope you like the video. And if you do like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Share it out if you really like the video. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think of my video.
Like, comment, share.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
And if you hadn't already subscribed, please click that little subscribe button and that bell icon on all.
Because if you like a content creator and want to support them, like, comment, share is the best way to do that.
Yep, subscribe, like, comment, share. So I thank you very much for watching. Hope y'all have a great day and a great week. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Work, bye, boy.